Welcome to the 2021 Cape Cod and Islands Association of Realtors Awards. I am Annie Blatz, your association president. Each year, we honor the best and brightest in our industry on the Cape and Islands with our 4 annual awards: the Affiliate of the Year, the Good Neighbor Award, the Chuck Lockhart Distinguished Service Award, and the Realtor of the Year Award. Members are nominated by their fellow realtors, and the winners are chosen with careful consideration by our awards committee. This year's group of recipients made a lasting impact in the real estate profession and in our Cape and Islands community in one of the most unique and challenging markets that we have faced in recent memory. I am excited to introduce this year's winners and to hear from their fellow realtors about what makes them and their contributions so special. Affiliate of the Year is awarded to an affiliate business or individual who has given significant value through participation and support of the association's activities and has demonstrated their commitment to furthering the goals of the association members and the real estate community. Their generosity in time, knowledge, and sponsorship makes many of the association programs that you have come to know and love possible. The 2021 recipient of the Affiliate of the Year Award is Cape Cod 5.
Cape Cod 5 is an incredible partner for the entire real estate community, for all realtors, and for their association itself. From the top on down, from their executive leadership with Dorothy and Bert, all the way through their mortgage lending departments with Patty and Kim and the rest of their mortgage originators. They are just incredible partners for bringing knowledge, expertise, and the resources needed to help the real estate industry and the community move forward. We're fortunate and to have them in our community. They're dedicated to increasing professionalism among our ranks, which is why they jumped at the chance to be a partner with us on the Cape Cod Real Estate Specialist designation, which distinguishes real estate agents that have a unique Cape Cod expertise and distinguish themselves in the marketplace. And so we're really fortunate just to have Cape Cod 5 as a partner around the real estate community.
So first I'd like to say thank you very much for recognizing Cape Cod 5 as the Affiliate of the Year. I am Kim Geary, Director of Residential Lending at Cape Cod 5, here with my colleague Patty Lotane, Mortgage Loan Officer from Cape Cod 5. We truly appreciate and support our affiliation with the Board of Realtors. Let me just tell you a little bit about Cape Cod 5. Cape Cod 5 is a community bank. We have strong ties with the community. And we're established. The bank was established in 1855. So we've been around for 166 years and counting. Cape Cod 5 is a mortgage. We are one of the leading lenders for mortgages, and we actually have #1 mortgage market share in both Cape and the Islands. So home affordability and sustainability is very important for us. So why wouldn't we support the Cape Cod and Island Association of Realtors and all the great things that they do? We've been very proud to be affiliated with them for many years now. And just recently, probably the last couple of years, we actually bumped up our sponsorship to the platinum level, and it's given us more opportunities and to better help not only the association, but also the realtors as well.
So years ago, we wanted to become more involved with the real estate community, along with building our partnership, a strong partnership with the Board of Realtors. We've actually been able to get out and go through many opportunities of events and joining in with the real estate community. So now we have a much stronger partnership with everybody.
So as far as Cape Cod 5 is concerned, I want to thank you again and just really tell you, you do have our support. And going forward, at the end of the day, the real estate community, you're our customers. So we're here to answer your questions.
First given in 2019, CCIAOR's Good Neighbor Award recognizes a member who has made an extraordinary commitment to improving the quality of life in their community through volunteer work, educational programs, youth and elder activities, and any other civic or charitable work. CCIAOR donates $500 to the award recipient's charity of choice. Check out past winners of the award and members who are highlighted in our monthly Good Neighbor Spotlights on CCIAOR.com. This year, the award committee has chosen 2 recipients for the 2021 Good Neighbor Award. The first recipient is Sunny Fellman for her work with Amplify People of Color, Cape Cod.
I'm Tara Vargas Wallace. I am the founder of Amplify POC. POC is an acronym for People of Color, and Amplify is a racial justice initiative that promotes economic power and sustainability amongst people of color-owned businesses. And we do this because it is our mission to reduce the racial wealth gap here on Cape Cod. So Sunny got involved with Amplify from the very beginning. I had met Sunny prior at a local community event that a group of friends of mine and I threw called the Power to the Polls event. And it was to get people to come out and vote. And Sunny showed up with her sleeves rolled up, ready to work. And she just, from that moment, we just all fell in love with her. I mean, she was just so incredibly helpful and, like I said, so dedicated. And from there, we just really grew a friendship. And I really got to know how authentic and genuine she really is, and just her spirit is, you know, her name fits her spirit. Like it's so much describes who she is. She's just a gift to this world. And with Amplify, she has sort of been there since the beginning, pretty much, and she's been on our board, making all of our meetings and helping us with ideas and helping us bring our goals and our ideas into fruition. And she's a huge part of what makes Amplify work and how we're able to really get out there in the community. And you know, she gets the word out for us. She's very, very dedicated to the cause, and I don't know what I'd do without her.
My name is Sunny Fellman. I am a realtor and the associate manager of the William Ravis office in Chatham. Really honored and humbled to receive this award. You know, being a realtor for me is a lot about holding myself to a higher standard, you know, being as professional as possible and holding myself accountable for how I conduct my business. And this award, I don't know, it feels good. It feels nice to be seen, but I also know that there are so many other people in our community doing so much of this work. So I feel like I need to share it with all of them too. There's a lot of people out there who deserve recognition. I am a part of Amplify, board member of Amplify POC Cape Cod. This is a soon-to-be nonprofit organization that was founded by Tara Vargas Wallace, who is a local woman who's been working on racial and social justice issues here in the Cape for a long time. And we do some amazing work. One of the most recent initiatives and really one of the main goals of the organization is to amplify businesses owned by people of color on the Cape. So there is a list, anybody who's interested in frequenting those businesses and meeting people who, you know, they might not normally meet in their day-to-day life. At amplifypoccapecod.com, you can go in there. It's organized in all different types of businesses, restaurants, contractors, things like that. And you know, this was created because there is a racial wealth gap in our country, and part of the thought here is if we can introduce more people to these businesses, we can help boost their business, boost their income, and lessen that racial wealth gap. And the other part of the racial wealth gap is housing, you know, generational wealth. And I think that's a huge part within what we do every day. We're selling homes. We can really make an impact in moving forward and helping that as well. Being a good neighbor means being empathetic and understanding to people in our community. And and then taking action, in some way to support them, provide resources in really whatever way we can. That was good, wasn't it?
Our second 2021 Good Neighbor recipient is Laura Usher, chosen for her longtime work with Champ Homes.
Hi, I'm Adam Burnett, Executive Director of Champ Homes in Hyannis. We provide transitional housing to adults on Cape Cod who are homeless or at risk of becoming homeless in a safe, compassionate, respectful environment. For over 30 years, Champ Homes has been instrumental in Cape Cod's community, helping people transition from homelessness to obtaining long-term sustainable housing. And over the course of that time, over 3,000 people have called this place home at one time or another. Laura began her work with Champ Homes in 2015, helping us to write and ultimately obtain several grants that support our programs. In 2019, she joined our fundraising committee when we were planning a concert with her friend, famed Irish tenor John McDermott. Everybody was so impressed with her passion and dedication that we asked her to join our board of directors in 2020, and she's been serving in that capacity for the past 2 years. Laura is a worthy recipient of this award because she's passionate, she's dedicated, she's thoughtful and compassionate, and a true asset not only to Champ Homes, but our overall Cape Cod community. It's truly a pleasure to work with Laura in every capacity that we have the opportunity to work together.
My name is Laura Usher. I'm a realtor with William Ravis Real Estate in East Orleans, and I've been a member of the Cape and Islands Association of Realtors since 1993. I'm thrilled to win this award. I have to say, I think I know so many realtors on the Cape that are out doing the same things that I'm doing. So we have a big community of good neighbors, but I'm thrilled to get the award. And I'm thrilled for Champ Homes because they'll get a monetary donation and the recognition that we want them to have. For those who aren't familiar with Champ Homes, we help people who are homeless or at risk of being homeless with transitional housing and support services, with counseling, with job and employment help, transportation, help with medical appointments. I became involved with Champ Homes initially because I was the chairman and then a trustee of the Mass Association of Realtors Charitable Foundation. And in that capacity, I worked with Champ Homes to get grants for them over the last 4 or 5 years, I would say. 2 years ago, they asked me to be on the board of directors, which was an honor, and I've been thrilled to work with that board ever since. It's a wonderful board that's very hands-on. Everybody's involved with the organization. We have a wonderful director, Adam Burnett, and wonderful staff helping our champs. So some of the initiatives since I became a member of the board of directors has been, we've done 2 concerts. We did one in 2019 before the pandemic with John McDermott, one of the former Irish tenors. That was a wonderful fundraiser we did, and we raised a lot of money. And then we did a virtual concert last spring with John McDermott called Hymns of Hope, and we did that in collaboration with the Council of Churches and Duffy Healthcare in Hyannis. And that in itself was a wonderful experience because the 3 great organizations collaborated for the mutual benefit of everybody.
The Chuck Lockhart Distinguished Service Award recognizes lifetime achievement and dedication to the Cape Cod and Islands Association of Realtors, and for devotion to community service and demonstration of fairness, integrity, and cooperation with fellow realtors. This award honors the association's longtime CEO and past president, Charles F. Lockhart, who has given an extraordinary amount of time, effort, and resources to ensure the viability and success of the Realtor organization. The 2021 recipient of the Chuck Lockhart Distinguished Service Award is Dave Bisbee.
Hi, I'm Dick Neitz, and I'm very proud to be here today and pleased with the selection of the committee for the Chuck Lockhart Award. David and I go back a long way, almost 60 years, I hate to say that, but we were both in high school together at the same time, but at different schools. He was at Barnstable High School, and I was a junior at Dennis Yarmouth when we first met, and had a good friendship. We had a mutual friend that put us together, and we ended up being junior Rotarians for the Hyannis Rotary Club when we were in high school together. Then kind of went our separate ways, off to college, and both came back to the Cape in the early 1970s. and rekindled our friendship, and our wives got to know each other, and our families got to know each other, and we're still friends today after so many years. So it's been a long time. When I was president of the Cape Cod and Islands Association of Realtors in 1985 and 1986, David was my treasurer, and we were kind of the tag team that attempted to build a new association headquarters building on Station Avenue in South Yarmouth on some land that the association had acquired for that purpose. But it was a little premature, and the membership decided they didn't want to spend the money, and they ended up spending probably twice as much to build this building that we're sitting in today. But those were pretty good times, and 1985 and 86 were very, very active times for the real estate industry. David continued on. I served on the board for 20 years and got off in 1990-ish or so, I think. And David kept active in the board, and after I kind of stepped back a little bit, he stayed on in different committees. I know he was on grievance and membership and a few other things, and always seemed to be there when there was a need for an ad hoc committee to step forward and to volunteer for that, and also was very active in a variety of other activities in the community. But he was also for the last 30 years, the chairman of the Yarmouth MLS committee and on the MLS board for the association. So it's well deserved. He's done a great job over the years, and very, very loyal and committed to the association. And if there was ever a task that was looking for volunteers, he was among the first to step forward. So I'm very, very pleased and happy that he's been able to step into the elite group that's received the Chuck Lockhart Award. I have very fond memories of Chuck and Karen and David and his wife Judy, who's passed away just a few years ago. And my wife and I would often travel to different conferences away and different conventions out of the country. And we always had a good time, and Chuck and Karen were always fun to be with. So I know this award means an awful lot to David because it's the Chuck Lockhart Award, and I was fortunate enough to receive it in 1998, a long time ago. But it's really a proud moment for me, and I know it's a very proud moment for David too.
Well, Chucky and I go back to when he worked for John Drew Real Estate, and they had their office down on West Main Street, down by the West End Rotary Circle. And it was back then, again, we had multiple listing as far as doing it. And when multiple first came in, it was strong in the town of Barnstable, strong in Yarmouth, but that's where it stopped. So we got to know each other then. Then when our former executive officer, when she retired, you know, we got together and said, who can come and lead our organization and really be accepted right off the bat? And there were 6 of us sitting there, and 5 out of 6 came right up with one name, and that was Chucky.
What was your reaction when I called you to tell you you were receiving this year's Chuck Lockhart Award? What did you feel?
Emotional. It was the farthest thing from my thought as far as doing it. I've known about this award ever since you've named it, and I've known many recipients that have received it. And I guess after you've worked in the business as long as I have, you don't think of awards anymore. You don't, I just do my thing. And to be honored to have the Chuck Lockhart Award is something that I never dreamed of having, nothing that I went after as per se, but just like I just saw Chuck a few minutes ago. That's the friends. We could have talked for hours as far as what we did, how we did it, and the good times and the bad times. But to be awarded this award as far as the Chuck Lockhart, it's the greatest honor I've ever had.
The prestigious Realtor of the Year Award is meant to foster a spirit of competition among realtors and contribute fresh thinking and productive effort to the undertakings of the Realtor organization, their association, and the community. The Realtor of the Year is awarded for contributions in the past 18 months for those individuals whose work expands the interest of their fellow realtors, their profession, and the community at large. The 2021 recipient of the Realtor of the Year is Courtney Marek.
Hi, I'm Greg Kiley, the 2020 president of Cape Cod and Islands Association of Realtors and the Cape Cod MLS. You know, one of my true pleasures in being on the board the past few years has been getting to know the representatives from areas that I don't normally get to, and the islands are especially a huge part of that. And you know, the voices that come from each of those different areas have been so critical as we make policy, as we make decisions, as we try to execute strategy. And to have someone on the board who can speak so passionately and in such an informed way about their local area, an area that I don't get to that often, helped me tremendously as a leader, help make decisions. And from Martha's Vineyard, always Courtney was this voice of steadiness, of just such an informed position about what was going on with the members, not just in her company, but every company in her area. And she always brought great ideas and solutions to the table. And so when we look for contributions across the board, who's helping us get better? And Courtney was always someone who led the conversation in helping us get better in areas that, quite honestly, a lot of us didn't get to see day in and day out. So that made it doubly important. You know, another great thing about Courtney is on the MLS side, which is a half of what we do, we founded a startup MLS, which is unheard of in Massachusetts. And we needed a leader who we knew could handle it on their own shoulders without getting in the way of their business and their other contributions to the community. And Courtney took that on, not only as the original president of our MLS, but also shaped and formed an entire committee of people that have been able to carry that forward after she ended her term as president. And the best test of any leader is what follows you when you're done. And I think Courtney is the role model of setting up a structure that can sustain past her involvement. And we would not have an MLS if Courtney's leadership wasn't as on point and dedicated as it has been. So Courtney is, you know, someone who has touched our region, our area in ways that are too big to count and too big to measure. But as a voice on the board, on the MLS and on the association side, someone who it's been one of my true pleasures of my career to get to work with, and to see her get recognition is amazing.
So in 1997, after college, my sister moved to the island year-round. We were summer residents for our entire lives and our childhoods. We're originally from Connecticut. And I took a job at a real estate company in Edgartown on Martha's Vineyard as the front desk / admin. At the time, there were probably 4 agents there, although it was the top agency on the island, but it was much smaller and different from the way things are now. So I was there for 10 or 12 years and had children during that time, and then in 2011 was given the opportunity to purchase the agency with my sister, and so we've owned it now for 10 years. Being involved in the association, especially interacting with the other board members and agents on the Cape, has really helped kind of keep us relevant, keep us moving forward, and being better than just the kind of small agencies on the island that have gotten a pass in the past for lack of professionalism. So when I moved to the island, I thought I wanted a different way of life. I'm clearly a type A personality. There's not a lot of professional, at the time, 23 years ago, there weren't a lot of professional positions over there. I kind of fell into it. It's clearly part of my DNA now. It's ever changing. The challenges are ever changing. The people are ever changing. And that's definitely what keeps me going. Receiving this award was a complete surprise to me, and I am so grateful and so thankful to those that nominated me. I value the relationships that I've made with my fellow Vineyard Realtors, certainly everybody over on the Cape and at the association and the rest of leadership. And I'm terribly grateful. I don't feel I deserve this at all, especially looking at the past recipients that have gotten the award. But I'm very grateful, and thank you to everyone.
Congratulations and thank you to our award recipients for their hard work and contributions to the association and the community. For more information on the CCIAOR Awards, this year's and past year's recipients, please visit cciaor.com/2021 awards.